Hello, this is Good Digestion with another game of Galaxy. Let's go. Alright, we'll just stop up Zagreus. These other two are way too terrible to to risk re-rolling. Looks like my Zagreus flex out is Snapping Hydra. I think that's fine. Alright, Jack in the box. And I think I'll actually go for Gingerbread House. Okay, pretty easy, despicable Smee in my opinion. That's great. And I want the Puss in Boots, but I'm really confused about what I should be doing to position. I think it's probably just fine to have the Smee in back by itself. Okay, thank you, Silver. Alright, we got a Smee proc on the Jack, that's great. Don't care about Billy Bones enough to just pick it up. I mean, it's fine here, but we'll take Pyrat. Happy enough about Pyrat. And super happy about Mecha Man. Alright, how are we positioning though? It's gotta be Pyrat and 4. And then like this, I think? Yeah. This way I get pretty likely Mecha Man attack trigger for the Smee. Second side of Jack might get a attack trigger. I think it's more likely in 2 than in 3. And Puss in Boots probably just gonna die, but you know, maybe it randomly gets a really valuable small slot buff, so and the Jack worked out perfectly. Puss in Boots did die as expected, though it got pretty far. But yeah, just gonna go Silver Pirate. It's way too late for this. I'm going to shift these two around a little bit. Maybe I can get some slot buffs here. Actually, I wonder if I should go like this. I mean, neither of these are likely to hunt, but they would be an ideal. But the Jack isn't really like taking advantage. Maybe I should do it one at a time like this. Yeah, like this. I could just Presence of Gaia too. Like this is a decent pickup. We have the Mecha Man, so I do want to get slot buffs in if I can. I'd probably put it on the back row though. Yeah, I'm actually gonna Presence of Gaia. Okay, let me get Gold Smee, which is pretty good. No usable treasures right now though. I guess we're getting close to maybe where we can start getting some rare treasures, so I'll go with the Lesser Mimic. Alright, we got Puss Hunt, that's quite good. And some token Gingerbread House value is fun. Alright, more. Oh, there's another guy. That's just too much at this point, I think. Like, I'm not doing that. Alright, Silver Pyrat. We're already making a ton of progress. If we ever see a weird beard, it will be really good. Okay, I think Treasure's better than these others. Not by a lot, but a little. I think Warm Shield or the Star Shield. So one thing I kind of like about the Star Shield in this position is it means the Mecha Man probably won't die when it makes its first attack, which means we slide down to the Puss in Boots a little bit faster, increasing the odds that this actually goes. And also with the Worn Shield, you know, we're at the point where most of the characters we just end up banking. The odds that we actually hit with the shield are pretty low. I'm gonna take the Star Shield. Okay. There's the ship shape. Well, what do we do now? I'm gonna play it to board, I think. Oh, you know, I wasn't even paying attention. Like, I took that treasure and used the mimic, and I didn't even. Not until now did I realize I even wasted it. That was not good. Okay, well, forget everything I said about. Yes, we did it. All right, I'm a genius. I take it back. Star Shield, is too good. All right, and Santa's cookies with 2, or the Mask of Infinite Rage. And they're both good. I don't have like particular needs for hunting. I'm gonna go with the mask. Maybe we find like a blackbird's parrot or something. That'll be, you know, even better than the cookies. I'll leave the gingerbread house in the shop. I could. It's not actually any clean pick of peppers. Like, all of these have just too many types to try and find blackbird's parrot. Like, this is a pirate animal, but I don't know. I don't think I want to do that when we have spoiled prince right here. Okay. I also want to move this into a position where I can hunt. Okay, and then immediately cut the spoiled prince for Icewing. Snapping Hydra is quite good. So time to put away the Smee. I mean, the Pyrat's like pretty big. It's maybe even worth it to just keep it back here. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Snapping Hydra. And I'm not gonna kiss it. What I have now is just way better. Do I consider like taking the Sunflare for the Jack and the Mech? I don't really think so. I'll just take a treasure. At this kind of point of the time, breadcrumbs is kind of the best one, I think. Take this. Alright, maybe we can pop that Boon Willow. That's nice. Mort, but it doesn't complete. That's too bad. Okay. Well, we're definitely taking that Jasmine Dragon. This is just going to take too long. I feel like it's going to be eating up a lot of board space that I wish would come back. I'll just bin the G-Man. It's the best of those 3 cards. Alright, Mort, it's done. Excellent. Okay, and we knock out Hana-GG. Co-captains, we don't need the 5/5. We're pretty strong here. Especially when we get all this other stuff going on. Okay, not Loki. Chucky for apple value, maybe. Princess Animal is also good with apple. We're definitely like past the point where any animals are really going to go onto board, though, other than this guy. So let's take Chucky, I guess. We get another shot at Santa's cookies, but Merlin's Tome. I don't actually have a use for Merlin's Tome yet, so I'll go with. And the cookies also just doesn't do very much, you know, at this point in the game. I don't know, I'll take it. It probably should be Merlin's Tome, though. Alright, Bahamut. McMahon. We haven't been playing spells. This is still going to be the best, even without having played mini. Do we want to play this guy? I mean, he's obviously way weaker than the Bahamut, who would be the cut. But in the very short temporary, like I don't mind taking a half heart damage to try and get this mask charging up a little bit. And this is maybe one of the later chances I have to take half heart, and I can still kiss this, right? But this gives quite a few slot buffs. Yeah, I am gonna do this, I think. Seems kind of irrelevant though. Can't even get any KOs. Okay. I'll take this. Alright, Weird Beard. Not going on board. Okay. Fairy Pancakes is a pretty good find. I'll take this. Pixie Dust is a great find. Okay, we're in finals. Would really like to find a Burninator here. Just with like my Zagreus stuff about to proc. Maybe it won't proc. I don't know. That's not doing enough. I'm gonna Long Johns and hope for a Poison Apple. That's great. It's a huge amount of insurance. And then I'll just make this gold, and I think we're pretty locked. I mean, Wormscale Dust though is like one of the things that can beat Apple Chucky though. But I just don't think he has enough time nor enough treasures. Alright, let's just... Well, this is big. Let's put that on the mop. I guess Parting Gift is the next best treasure. I'll just do this. Okay. He's completed step 1 of not losing this fight. That was attacking into my... Well, he got me. Yeah, these guys are pretty big. Okay, gonna go with Hand of Midas. Man, I'm really missing that Merlin Stone now, huh? Okay, I'll take that. Leftover pieces isn't doing anything. I guess this is best. If we lose the fight next turn, that's 3 rare or legendary treasures. Okay, that. Yeah, we are in quite a bit of trouble. I think if we had attacked with a Snapping Hider last match, I think we could have maybe stolen that, but now we're gonna be really far behind, right? Like he's gonna have another bunch of stats on there. Okay, getting rid of that support that does help. Okay, we're gonna draw. Okay, I'd really like to find another summon. I'll take this though. Okay, monkeys can get the job done. Question is though, do I actually cut the mop here? I think I do. Or let's see. You could do something like this and keep the mop. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's still better to like actually try and buff the monkeys one turn with the mop. G-Man's also pretty good. Toy box. Okay, Mixo Macho. Trying to think of his positioning. I know he had like a pretty, like his slot 5 was pretty small. Because like his biggest characters are in slot 1 and 2 because of that Tink that's giving out insane attack buffs. That being said, I think this is still just the way to do it. It's going to be a big enough thing that... Okay, we got the Tink again, so that, yeah, that makes things just really simple. Okay. Well, that was a cool one. It looked like we were just ahead the entire match. Like, we didn't pop Zagreus until the finals. And then Chucky overperformed as a co-captain again for me. I don't know, that's been two really great showings where I thought it would do nothing, and then just the simple fact of, I mean, Chucky does have a potential really strong late game, and both times I was already kind of on it. So yeah, he's been great. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. I'll catch you next time.